But I'm gonna tell you like this: when I saw that, I think T.I. fucking lying.
I need that.
It been 20 years, bro. It been 20 years. I figure if I wasn't built like that, it'll show by now. It been 20 years, bro. I done faced every challenge like to throw at me, man. You ain't seen me fold, you ain't seen me break that.
Stop scrolling for a second, because what you're about to hear is going to blow your mind. Boosie Badazz has officially exploded on T.I., and this time it's not just about music, not just about business, but about something far darker and way more personal. This drama didn't just shake fans, it left even the closest people in their circle stunned. And to make things even crazier, King Harris's baby mama's shocking tape has just leaked, throwing gasoline on an already raging fire. The streets are buzzing, the blogs are spinning, the fans are debating. But nobody has the full story until now. Picture this: Boosie, the man who never bites his tongue, pacing back and forth, phone in his hand like it's a weapon, furious at the betrayal he feels from someone he once called his brother. For years, Boosie and T.I. had this complicated friendship. One moment, they were hyping each other up, standing side by side as Southern rap kings. The next, they were throwing shade at each other, leaving fans confused about whether they were brothers in arms or sworn enemies. But now, after years of tension, it feels like there's no going back. It all started when whispers began to spread online. At first, it sounded like just another messy rumor. King Harris's baby mama caught up in a scandal, a tape surfacing that never should have seen the light of day. But the timing, it was like a bomb set to explode. Because just days before, Boosie had already been firing shots at T.I., accusing him of being fake, of betraying him, of crossing a line that real men don't cross. Let's rewind for a moment. T.I. and Boosie weren't just peers in the rap game. They had history. They collaborated on tracks, shared family moments, and even spoke about doing projects together. Fans celebrated their bond, seeing them as two Southern rap icons holding it down for their cities. But behind those smiles, tension was always simmering. Boosie's raw, unfiltered style didn't always mesh with T.I.'s slick, polished approach. And when T.I.'s past controversies started resurfacing, snitching allegations, family drama, shady business deals, Boosie didn't stay quiet. He spoke, he dragged, and he made sure the world knew exactly where he stood. Now here's where things get insane. While Boosie was still heated about T.I.'s confession of allegedly snitching on his dead cousin, a whole new storm erupted. King Harris, T.I.'s son, had already been making headlines for his wild behavior, fights, and messy lifestyle. And just when people thought things couldn't possibly get worse, a tape allegedly involving King's baby mama leaked online. The contents? Humiliating, messy, and instantly viral. And who do fans look at when something like this happens? Not just King, not just the baby mama. They look at T. Because when you're the head of the family, every scandal eventually lands at your doorstep. Now, imagine Boosie's reaction. The man who had been calling T.I. weak, fake, and incapable of protecting his family image suddenly had the biggest proof in his hands. He didn't just snap, he went nuclear. He blasted T.I. in a way that left no room for reconciliation. According to Boosie, T.I. has let things slide too many times. He's let his son spiral out of control. He's let his family get dragged through the mud, and now the proof of that failure was out there for the world to see. And Boosie, being Boosie, said it plainly: that's not how a real man handles his business. But here's where it gets even messier. People close to the situation claim this isn't just about the tape. This is about years of hidden resentment boiling over. Boosie allegedly felt that T.I. only used him for clout when it was convenient, but never had his back when Boosie was the one facing storms. Think about it: Boosie went to prison, fought for his life, got out, and rebuilt his career from scratch. Did T.I. ever ride for him the way he should have? Boosie doesn't think so. So now, with the tape going viral and T.I.'s family name being dragged through the mud, Boosie decided to pour salt on the wound. He told the world that this is what happens when you build your empire on lies and pretenses. He said no amount of money, fame, or fake smiles can cover up the truth. And the truth, according to Boosie, is simple: T.I. failed. Meanwhile, the internet is going insane. King Harris is trending nonstop. Memes are flying left and right. And the baby mama at the center of it all? She's suddenly become public enemy number one. Some people are blaming her for the humiliation, while others defend her, saying she's just another young woman caught up in the chaos of fame. But nobody can deny this leak came at the absolute worst moment. And T.I.? He's scrambling. He's posting cryptic messages on Instagram, trying to act like he's unbothered. But fans see through it. His empire, his reputation, his family, everything is under attack. And this time, it's not just haters stirring the pot. It's Boosie. And when Boosie goes off on you, the entire world listens. Let's pause for a second. Boosie has never been afraid of burning bridges. He's called out some of the biggest names in hip-hop and walked away with his head held high. But this situation feels different. This isn't business. This isn't rap beef. This is personal. This is family-level disrespect. The way Boosie went after T.I., calling him a weak father, saying his son's mess reflects directly on him, mocking him for acting tough but living soft, those words cut deep. And fans are divided. Some are riding with Boosie, saying he's just speaking the truth everyone else is too scared to admit. Others are defending T.I., saying Boosie is being heartless, kicking a man while his family is already down. But in the world of hip-hop, perception is everything. And right now, the perception is that T.I. is losing control of his empire while Boosie stands tall, unapologetic and louder than ever. Behind the scenes, the drama is heating up. Sources close to T.I. say people in his circle are desperately trying to get Boosie to cool it, to stop throwing gasoline on a fire that's already raging. But Boosie isn't interested. For him, this is the moment of reckoning. This is his chance to expose T.I. for who he really is. To tear down the so-called king of the South and prove that the crown sitting on T.I.'s head has been slipping for years, maybe so far that it can never be fixed. Boosie doesn't see this as just a feud. He sees it as war. A battle to strip away the carefully built image and reveal the man beneath. And the more he pushes, the more he feels like he's winning. But let's not forget the real catalyst behind this chaos. King Harris's baby mama's leaked tape. This isn't just petty gossip. This isn't a tabloid headline people forget about in a week. No, this is a bombshell. A scandal so raw and unfiltered that it's shaking the foundation of everything T.I. stands for. It's a brutal reminder of how fragile fame really is. One slip up, one secret exposed, and suddenly your entire life is a circus, a spectacle millions are watching, judging and laughing at. For King Harris, this might be the hardest lesson he's ever had to learn. It's a public humiliation that will follow him for a long time. But for T.I., it's even worse. Because he isn't just any man caught in the mess, he's the father. He's the one who raised King, molded him, and put him in the spotlight. And in the eyes of the public, a son's mistakes reflect directly on the father. King's scandal isn't just his own, it's T.I.'s burden too. It's a stain on his legacy, one that won't be easy to scrub away. Yet despite all of this turmoil, the story is far from over. While Boosie is out here celebrating his verbal victories, insiders claim T.I. is quietly planning something huge. He's not the type to let his name and legacy get dragged without a fight. T.I.'s comeback is in the works. And when he finally decides to address Boosie directly, it's going to be explosive, something the rap world has never seen before. But here's the million-dollar question. Will it be too late by then? Once your name has been dragged this deep into the dirt, can you ever really clean it up? Or is the damage already permanent? Meanwhile, fans are picking sides like never before. Social media is on fire with heated debates, fiery comments, and non-stop speculation. It feels like one of the biggest Southern rap feuds in years is unfolding right in front of our eyes. On one side, you have Boosie, the fierce, unrelenting challenger who isn't afraid to speak his truth. On the other, you have T.I., the established legend, fighting to protect his crown and legacy. It's loyalty versus betrayal, fatherhood versus failure, respect versus shame, and all of it was sparked by a scandal that should have stayed private, but instead exploded into headlines, tearing apart friendships and exposing cracks that may never heal. This is the harsh reality of today's world. A world where one leaked tape can end careers, destroy reputations, and ignite wars that never find peace. There's no hiding, no escaping the spotlight once something like this hits the public. And as the dust settles, for now, one thing is clear. Boosie isn't backing down. He's riding this wave at full speed, ready to expose every weakness in T.I.'s armor. And T.I., he isn't safe. Not from Boosie. Not from the storm that's brewing. The tension is unbearable. The anticipation is suffocating. And the only real question left is this. When T.I. finally claps back, Will he bring the same fiery energy Boosie unleashed on him? Or will he choose silence, letting his legacy speak for itself? Either way, the entire world will be watching, waiting for the next explosive move in what's already shaping up to be one of the most intense battles in Southern rap history. So grab your popcorn, because this saga is only getting started.